Hello, everybody, and wow, that's just been a huge load of chats. Uh, Good evening, Joey. Good evening, Ali. Or good afternoon, or good morning, depending where you are in this world. Um, yes, so we're doing the night tonight. Now I have started slightly by doing the bass, which I'm going to show you first because I want to Mod Podge that before I go anywhere. And the bass is this. Now, normally, as you are all aware, they're normally very flat and there's not much on them. This one, what I've done is I've took some foam core and I've took the paper off one side of it and I've glued it down. Then I've got one of the little bits of pins. No, I can't turn up my bass, mate. I don't want to turn up any more bass on my voice. Thank you very much. A very little pin. And you're watching the Browns and Broncos game. Nice. Have fun, man. And then with this little pin, I've been scoring on lines to rough it up a bit, shall we say. Then, because it will be a horsey that's going on this. Good evening, Buzzard. How are you doing, Chief? Where was what? Oh, you've thrown me off. What was it up to? Yeah, that was it. Because it's a horse that's going on this, as you see, I've got lots of hoof prints. Now, I did that off screen because I wanted to see if I could do it with this thing. I've had it for a while. It's supposed to be for sculpting clay and stuff. But I found out that if I kind of half press it in and then come back around and overlap it and indent it, it leaves little hoof prints. So that's what I've decided to do for the base. But to get it looking right, I'm going to have to paint it a base colour so I can then put other paints over the top, do it brown. Graham, who a lot of you will remember, did give me a very good idea, which was to go get some grass, dry it out, cut it down, strip it up, and use it for straw. So I will be doing that, but not tonight because the grass out there is absolutely sopping wet. I'm talking to you and you can just see a base, so hello. So the grass is really, really wet outside, so I can't do that just yet. Good evening, Twisted, and Angie as well. Thank you all for coming to see me tonight. Wow, I've got a full chart. This is new for me. Yay! So first thing I'm going to do is Mod Podge the base with essentially pre-made black paint and Mod Podge all together. I'm going to give the base a quick coating on that, and then we're going to start actually working on the night itself. So let's. Wow. This is. It could be either, JV, to be quite honest. It could be either. Just because of the people that I have in. Those of you who may wish to come up and join me, I have limited slots, but let me know. And yeah, no, I was better colour than this in 2003, weren't I? So yeah, definitely a bit of a change has gone on since then. I don't look anywhere near as good. Now, let's find a big brush that's actually going to work for the Mod Podge. Okay, let's copy. How do I copy this? I copy that there. It says copied. Now, to get in touch with Mr. Edibles, I'm going to have to go through that one. I know it's different programs for different people, depending on which one they prefer, really. Now, where is Mr. Edibles on this list? There he is. And we post that. JV's just gone nuts on the atting for. You've even added me in that, JV. Did you know that? So let's get this open first. It's been a while since I've actually opened this, and there is going to be a fair amount of crust around the top. Not a nice word, but it's what it is. It is crust. And I've just realised I've not done the basic thing that you need to do with foam beforehand, which is texturing the damn stuff. Not a problem, Ali. We'll see you when you come back. Thank you. Now I need to find a rock. Yeah, it's usually easier. I give up on the photo editor all the time. I just don't bother anymore. Good evening, Lee. How are you doing, Chief? I hope you're doing well. No, I didn't forget the lamp. The lamp's there. Now, this is my texturing rock. I don't use the crystally side. It's too sharp. But that side's awesome. So now we bash it in. And give it a good texturing to stop it having any actual flat bits. We do not want any flat bits. None at all. Now, I hope that link I've sent to Joey works. Oh, literally, as I said it, you pop in backstage. How you doing, man? You all right?
Chilling, bro. What's popping, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine. Yeah.
Cool.
So you're in the Browns game tonight. Are you going live or are you watching it in the house?
Now we're going to the bar and watching it as is tradition. I don't really Browns games is sort of my escape. I don't really like, you know what I mean? Every once in a blue moon, I'll go live in a game. That's rare because usually somebody's doing something. You know what I mean? And I like going out and watching it. So, oh, stop! That was the alarm on the Drano because stop alarm. Fuck. Fucking Google sometimes, right? What up, buddy? How you feeling today?
I'm surprisingly today. I'm in a good mood. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. There's no particular reason for it, but compared to the last few times, where my head has been quite firmly shoved up somebody else's rectum, because if it was mine, I might have been able to find it. The last few times my brain's not been there, but tonight I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it, which is slightly scary because
that's good too. I feel good too, man. I'm rocking it. It's that me and Steve went to that basketball game last night, Celtics and Cavs, and that was a good win. It came back from you're down 14. It came back and won. I thought we were done for. I really didn't think we were gonna win, and then we won that shit. It made me feel nice. And then today we got a Monday nighter. Browns are going into Denver playing the Broncos. I went to the dispo earlier. I got a bunch of fucking gummies. Angie, those gummies I sent you earlier. Those gummies I sent you earlier, those Rocket Bites. These ones, I got so many of these fucking things right now. So many. Oh, hold on.
I'll put you up.
These ones. I got like fucking. They were like they were so cheap. They were so good deal. And they got all these pre-rolls. This weed, this strain's peach cobbler, bro. That's what I'm smoking right here. This is so good. It straight smells like a peaches, bro. It's such a good strain. I fuck with it, and it's really not that. It's not like super potent or anything. It's only like 15% or whatever. But fucking hell, this shit smokes good.
Well, it's better than that. That's plastic.
You want to smoke plastic, bro? Still get your lungs, plug it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I could do right now. I've got one of these nice little patchy things to help me with my nicotine, and I'm on the small one now, so I'm getting towards the end of it. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
I'll no longer be a nicotine addict very soon.
Do you still crave nicotine? I used to smoke, I used to smoke cigarettes years ago, and when I quit smoking I'll tell you the whole background of the story. I was out in Phoenix. I was with the Air Force at the time, Air Guard, and there was an operation. It was called Operation Jumpstart, and we were stationed in Phoenix, Arizona. And my job was so easy. Like it was basically to get people from the airport downrange to like either Yuma or Tucson or wherever the fuck they're going. Even at the border, we went to Nogales and all them little border towns. So I've seen all the Arizona border. It's actually pretty cool. But regardless, like at the time, you could smoke at the bars, and when I was down there, like they're passing a lot of these laws, like oh you couldn't smoke here, you couldn't smoke here. It's like when we first got down there, I was smoking. We go to the bars. I wasn't drinking. I quit drinking a year before at the time, and so we go to the bars and I'd smoke and shit. and then because it's still something to do. If you can still smoke at a bar, you can drink a pop or whatever and chill. That's what I do. And then they passed a law where you couldn't smoke in bars, but you could still smoke at the casino. So we started going to the casino a lot. Man, that shit got expensive, bro. We were at the casinos 4 days a week and shit. So that day I was like, fuck, I'm going to quit smoking. But I also quit drinking pop at the same time. And it worked I would say for a good, after a year, you don't even like the smell anymore. You know what I mean? It's you just got to get through it. And it's just sheer willpower, honestly. It really is. You just got to not do it. It's that simple. I mean, people overthink shit. I mean, if you want to break it down by day-to-day increments, you can. Just don't buy cigarettes, don't smoke cigarettes, and just do it. That's the best way to do it.
It is. Well, I have been craving nicotine. And me and the missus went to York, not the weekend gone, the weekend before. And we went out for a drink, and I found out drinking is definitely the hardest part. And because I was constantly just reaching for the beer, and that was the thing for my hands to do, was to pick up the glass and drink. So I found out it was, if I'm drinking, I'll need I had a cigarette just to stop myself from drinking so quick. So while I was at York, I smoked when we drank, but that wasn't that often. Really, just one real night.
I know a lot of people used to do it. Gentlemen only smoke when they drink. I mean, the two do go together. I mean, it's especially if you're fucking lit, you have a nice Marlboro there at the end. But man, I'll tell you what, I did that a couple times back in, maybe 14, somewhere in there, 14, 15. And man, you wake up the next morning after you haven't smoked a cigarette in a couple of years, and you fucking smoke a cigarette, you're like, "Fuck, God, I fucking killed my lungs. Why did I do that?"
Yep. I mean,
I don't even smoke that anymore. The only time I smoked a cigarette the past fucking 10 years for the cigarettes, though, because my daughter, Kayla, the 27-year-old, the one that has the babies, she used to go up in the garage here and smoke cigarettes and sneak cigarettes and shit. And she had a bunch of cigarettes up there. She left them, and the way were clean. So I went up there, and there was like fucking stack of them, like little old 10-year-old cigarettes. So I did a show on that. That was the last time I smoked cigarettes. And it was nothing. I mean, it's not like I got addicted. It was kind of gross. I mean, I smoked a little bit, and I put it out. It was nasty.
I can taste the tobacco now.
Right?
And it's like, but I still crave the nicotine, and I still get the relief from it from when I've had it. So I'm halfway there. I've just got to get over that final last hurdle. I don't crave it anymore. I've got to get past that one.
And also, don't believe these people who go, I have so much money to spend extra shit. That's not the case. There's always something that you got money on. There's always something. There's always a medical bill you forgot about. There's always something going on to where that money. It's not going to be like, oh, yeah, I got all this money now. Let's go out to eat 3 more times a week. That's not how it works.
I collect Warhammer, for crying out loud. So there's always something for my money to go on.
Right, literally, yeah, especially with your fucking money dump hobby pit you got going here.
Yep. I mean, every week something new's coming out. Every single
millionaire. You could be a millionaire. You'd be getting the $65,000 pieces. I mean, there's no limit to the amount of money you can spend on this stuff.
Cavill still collects this, and he opts out of the expensive stuff because it's too expensive for him. And this is the guy who fucking Hollywooded up. Definitely got a few quid in the bank. So there's no arguing that he could buy the stuff that he wanted. But even he's like, no, this is an expensive bleeding hobby. I can't afford all that. So even being a millionaire, this hobby's in the extreme.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can only take your hobby so far. I mean, you can do whatever. I mean,
that's the thing with this one. You say you can only take it so far, but if I wanted to take it as far as my brain could take it, I'd have about 40,000 models and still.
Well, yeah, you'd have to have the space for it, though. I mean, like physically, most people only have so much house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you collect cars, you collect fucking models, you collect whatever. You physically need the space to have it. So I'm saying you can only. And then after a while, you just turn it into a museum, and you get these videos like, "Oh, this guy been collecting baseball cards since 1982," and then next thing you know, he has fucking a million cards or some shit. I mean, at that point, you're a fucking museum,
Essentially, yeah. So that's why my hobbies calmed down a lot, even though I've still got.
I wouldn't mind retiring into a museum, like get a bunch of crap, just fucking have a artifacts museum from the show, I don't know how that work. I don't think anybody would go. That's the only thing.
Having
you go there and smoke weed.
Just reminded me about something which I was going to talk to you about, because my lovely mother-in-law. Sorry, I'm going back to being a YouTuber for a minute, Joey. Joey, round about the time that it was, let some people know when my birthday was. Thank you very much for that, by the way. I was trying to keep it quiet, but You don't do anything quietly, so there we go. But because it was my birthday, my mother-in-law, who most men will complain about, and I usually do in fairness, bought me all these nice new paintbrushes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we're going to break these in tonight as well. So nice big pile.
Congrats, mother-in-law, Gertrude, or whatever her name is, Bethel or some shit. I don't know.
Actually, not that far off, but I'm not going to say her name.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to
on YouTube. But Gertrude wasn't too far off.
You Brits are way more protective than us Americans are about your stuff.
That's because we literally live on each other's fucking knees.
Yeah, you guys like right on top of each other, bro. It's this tiny country over there. That's crazy, man. Like I can put fucking 8 of your houses in this backyard that I don't even fucking use, bro. It just sits there. It's like what nature preserve, man. I swear to God, you're gonna laugh at this. There was a fucking this 12-point buck in the back, beautiful looking deer, huge deer too. It was a bull, big fucking male, big guy.
Did you say 12 point as in the 12 points on the antlers?
Yeah, on the antlers, yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
So it's big. And there was a doe runner about there too, and he was like, it looked like they were on a date because they were just walking back there, and he was like trying to mount her, and then she hopped the fence, and he went over there and chased her. She was funny, made me laugh. I've never seen any other animals on a date before. You know, and that's what made me think about consent. You know, it's like they're just trying to fuck all the time. There's no like asking her. He's not like he brushed up against her and put his paw on her fucking shit or whatever. He just walked up and mounted her. And I wonder if humans should just do that. Just walk up and start mounting her. You know,
we'd get arrested.
Hey, baby, bend over, boom, start fucking mating. We got to stop calling it sex, call it mating. If we call it mating, it sounds more natural. Mating and all that. It's mating season. I'm coming over, and then that way she knows there's potential to fuck. You know what I mean?
Or she can literally just tell you, no, it's not, and go away.
I learned an awful lot with that 15-second interaction with some deer there, bro. I'll tell you what.
A life lesson off a day. 15 seconds with a deer, and you got a life lesson.
It was a cool deer though. I like seeing the bucks because you don't see too many of the bucks because usually those ones that the hunters kill first. Hey, Ali, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing?
Welcome back, Ali, and hello, Graham, as well, if you're still here. Graham's actually the one who printed this model for me.
Okay.
Well, I say for me, he printed it for, I'm going to guess, somebody who at some point will clock up as one of the numbers of viewers in the stream. I did ask if the person wanted to be known to get in touch with me, and no one's got in touch with me, so I don't know who it is. So I still have no idea who actually bought this model.
Look at the advertisement. Look at the PayPal. I'll tell the name on there.
Well, the PayPal didn't come to me. The PayPal went to Graham.
Oh, okay.
So knowing that I was going to meet Graham and be picking up a different model, somebody's ordered me this one, which I've got to say is a beautiful model. And as far as I know, because my memory is not the greatest thing, because stoners will attest to, we don't have the greatest memory in the world. But I have a vague recollection in the back of my head of me saying, if someone buys me a knight like this, I would paint it up for Dan in the Maryland colours because of the jousting thing that they have up in Maryland being their state sport. So I've got a vague recollection of that. So I think that's the reason I've been bought it. Well, obviously I can't confirm that because it requires somebody whoever purchased it to get in touch with me via Discord or Facebook or however you would think to get in touch with me. Instagram's are also the easiest method. Right. Actually, no, Discord's probably the best because you'll get either me or Sparkles that way. And
carrier pigeons too, bro. They're popular over there in your country. Carrier pigeons.
Carrier pigeons. Well, we still run them, but we still count pigeons as vermin.
Yeah, pigeons a gutter bird, bro. I don't like pigeons. I don't like them. I mean, they're okay. I'm not gonna hate on me. I'd rather have like 4 pigeons around than like 4 mice. But like, I mean, I'd rather have like back here, dude. I'm telling you, my backyard it's turned into a wildlife preserve inadvertently because I just don't take care of it. And I've seen so many different species of birds back there, and so many different wildlife and stuff like that. The deer seem to really take a like to the back part. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a baby back there. Actually, now that I think of it, they already had a baby the one time because the one doe went over here, or it was a really small baby, like nested right by the old pool. So I think they probably are. I think it's a deer mating ground over there. I need to find a way to get this a protected area so I don't have to fucking take care of it at all. And I can use it as an excuse. You know what I mean? That'd be great.
It would if you could actually get something.
I could call it Joey Edibles Nature Preserve for disabled veterans or something. Just add the 4 disabled veterans at the end of anything. You just do whatever, right?
Well, over with you can, yes. It doesn't work quite as well.
Yeah, you actually have to be in the service for that to work. I mean, you can't. That's pretty unethical if you do it the other way, right?
It is, but we're not as over here. We're not as military centric as you are over there.
Oh, dude, it would blow your mind over here. The fucking we jokingly call it hero worship, but you would just it would blow your mind, blow your fucking mind. I mean, every football game they do it, every single game, and every first quarter of the Browns game, they play that fucking stupid Lee Greenwood song and stand up next to you, and then fucking we gotta stand up and wave at the fucking guys who got free tickets to the game or sitting down front. I mean, it's just a little overkill, man. It is. This is my opinion. Just one guy's opinion. I'm not saying this to sound like I'm anti-veteran. Maybe it's because I work in the VA and everything in my life is veteran. But like, fuck alive, the games are a little overkill. And it's only the NFL games. The other ones are okay. Like the Cavs games, they only do it on Veterans Day every now and then. Fucking NFL games, they do the flyover to start with, and then the first. It's nauseating sometimes, bro. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna
do? You stand there, sleep, put your hand over your heart, and make sure you don't get a kicking on the way out.
Right.
I found that one out on a different stream. Don't sit there slagging off people who have tried to apply for the Marines. Apparently, they don't take it too well.
Yeah, at the end of the day, whatever, man. It's I'm not gonna judge anybody's service because at the end of the day, it's just a job. And you're getting fantastic benefits, so everybody's gonna do their thing. It's 97% of people in the service never saw a lick of bullet combat. The traditional way you would think. So it's
Well, the amount of engineers, people in logistics, people just flying planes or making sure that the boat's running right. Oh, there's so many different jobs within the military.
Oh yeah, you can be a cook, you can be a medic, you can work in the hospital, you can work at the gym. I mean, there's guys who work at the gym, fucking 4 or 5 years of their career, they're in shorts and fucking tank top, working in the gym, handing out towels. It just depends on what you get.
And if you're really lucky, if you can get one of those jobs, then it's awesome because you're getting full military benefits, but you're getting a nice, easy job. Mm-hmm. Good evening, Galen. Yep, no worries, man. When you're ready.
EB's coming. I gotta get some more water for this. Give me like 2 seconds because I gotta finish this toilet thing and on the law, and I'll be ready for the EB battle. So don't drop me. It's literally gonna be like 2 minutes.
Okay. Now, for anyone wondering where this nice little night is from, I have put a little ticker at the bottom, and that is Rogue's Den Hobbies, which is if you want to order this for yourself. They've just managed to get the license to ship to, I think it's the United States, Canada, and Australia, as well as shipping to the UK. So that's pretty much my entire audience covered. If you want to order anything from Rogue's Den, please go ahead. Now, I'm not getting sponsored for this to do that, so no money goes to me from that. In case you're wondering, oh, cool, we get no, I've not got an affiliate link. I'm just trying to help a mate out. Go order your models from him. They're nice. I'm just trying to... Now, when I put these down, it distorts the line between the vision, so give me a minute. This is getting a bit weird for me. And the line is so fine and so small that I've got to follow along. That it's a bit weird. It is definitely a bit weird. But as we talked to last time, it's going to be gold. And Angie, it's gold and black, yellow and black, and red and white on the Maryland flag, isn't it? That's the base, Sally. So what I've done is I've covered the base in Mod Podge. So when I go to glue them onto it, I can actually use super glue and it won't melt through the foam. That's the idea. That's what Mod Podge is supposed to do. Is form a little barrier between it.
All right, we're back.
Then once you've put on the extra layers of paint, then you've got a nice barrier between the paint and everything else. And my double-sided sticky tape idea on that block did not work.
It made me laugh as if, what if randomly one day, like 20 hobbyists who were like at your level or higher just came in asking the most random technical ass shit. You were just bombarded. That'd be great.
Well, the good thing is, good evening, Francois. If they pop up in the chat, there's a good chance I will already know their screen names.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's how connected this community is. Okay.
While I was in York getting these lovely models, me and Graham also bumped into another YouTuber while we was in there, much bigger than I am and much better than I am at this. But yeah, we happened to bump into him while we was in York as well. Nice little hello. Got a Charmander teddy from the shop he was working in.
Nice. Welcome to the party, Francois.
Yeah.
Francois Marion. Where are you from, Francois? Are you from France? I mean, I hate the stereotype being from France. You from France? You from Quebec? Where you from England? It could be from anywhere, really.
Yeah. Francois, I believe I can't. We've already had this one. We've already asked this once.
Oh no shit! Okay.
Crap. Yeah, but I've forgotten because I've got a memory of a stoner.
Yeah, that's how it is. You be forgetting shit, you know. I like when people ask me, like, how many kids does your friend have? I don't know, dude. That's not shit guys talk about. It's not an American. Okay, nice. He's in the States. He's here in the glorious United States of America. It's a good time.
There we go. I knew that. I knew the state as well.
Okay.
But I can't remember because it must have been like, what, 12 or 13 streams ago that I asked that. So we're talking a few months for me. I've slept since then. I've slept in a different city since then. So, yeah, he's well got out of my head. The one thing I am thankful for is the fact that Francois turns up pretty much every week and comes to chat to me. And is also a painter as well and a collector of these models. So when you were saying what's the chance of somebody coming in who does this and asks weird questions, well, Francois is the one who took me by surprise, who I didn't know about, came in and started asking me questions about this. And yeah, that's about the only one that has done it so far. Most of the others I should recognise. I say I should recognise. There's probably hundreds of the bloody streamers out there and painters out there that I have no idea about. It'll be the Instagram crowd that'll screw me over.
See, I don't do nothing on Instagram, dude. Every time I get notifications, somebody's following me on Instagram. It's some fucking bot site. It's not worth my time. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've got a crap load of
I'll throw a picture up there every now and then if it, to get on the scoreboard, shit like that. But other than that, whatever on Instagram, it's just I don't know.
And generally on Instagram, I'll only put finished models up, or at least ones that I'm calling finished for the time being until I get better, and then I can go back to them and improve what I did.
Right.
But that's all I use Instagram for. That's why I've changed it to the channel name, took all my personal stuff off it. So it's Lazy Mini Painting for Instagram, not me.
I literally take like the best of the best pictures and put them up on IG. Like if it's a really good picture, I'm like, I'll throw this on IG because I mean, besides like game pictures, shit like that. And every once in a while, if I get like banned from Facebook, it's been a couple years since I got a Facebook ban. If I get that, I'll just go on IG. It's rare, fucking rare.
Let me just send that link over. Yeah, it is. I don't see the point in Instagram, but now that it's linked it all to Threads, is it called? Yeah. Everything you do gets posted onto two separate sites instead of just one. And then if you want it to, it'll link it all to your Facebook as well. So you can post once, and it'll just do it all for you.
Blast it out, yeah.
And it's like, I don't want you to do that. I mean, none of my painting gets put up on Facebook. None of it. Mainly because that's where I keep my personal stuff.
I just throw it up wherever. I don't give a fuck. Everything is integrated. I mean, people at work know about YouTube. My boss knows about YouTube. She watched the Andy Dick show. She told me it was great. Yeah, hopefully it keeps unabated, man. I got a good crew at work, man. I like my work. I'm hoping it snows tonight though, so we get some telework tomorrow, man. I really want to go in the office if it's snowing, but I guess if it's not snowing, it's not that big of a deal. But you know how it is because that game might go late, man. If I don't get back till fucking midnight, and I got to get up at 4. That's a long day.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because I can't call off because I called off last Tuesday, so I can't. You call off 2 Tuesdays in a row. That's not cool.
Yeah, they're kind of guessing that you're calling it off for the game.
Hey, oh yeah, she would know 100%. Ashley's not an idiot. I mean, she's watching the game. That's another thing too. It's like my boss has kids, and she's a sports fan too. She's like a really big sports fan. Like her cousin was in the NBA. Like she was a basketball player, so that was it. Just works out great, you know.
So you could not get you no way you're getting away with it though.
No, I mean, she knows when the game's on. She would care. She would understand. Depends what's up.
Oh, Francois's got a new puppy. Got a new doggo. What have you got, Francois? And oh shit, this is about to all go to fuck now.
EB's there, I think it says.
It does, but it also says he's offline.
Oh, he has to connect the camera.
Right, I'll leave you back down there for a minute, EB, and then once we have a picture, we'll shoot you on up.
Gotta grab some dinner here in a second too. I'll wait till EB gets. Oh, there's a picture. There he goes.
There he is, the one, the only, the eclectic.
There we go.
Can you hear us, bro? Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Can you hear us?
Okay, yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool. Sweet. Cool. That's good. Because we had problems when Kirsty was up. For some reason, I couldn't hear Kirsty.
You probably just couldn't understand her accent, bro. It happens.
No, really. She doesn't live that far away from me. She's at the bottom of the country. And you know how far that is. It's not that far.
It's not that far, but it is kind of far, really. If you're taking a train, it's fucking far, dude. That train system's not as like amazing as people like say it is. Like it
is. It's just that we've got 96 bazillion stops.
All right. There's a lot of stops, bro. Fuck.
So
I was about to say it's like what, an hour and a half, 2 hour ride, if that.
What for me to Kirsty?
Yeah.
No, it'll take about 2.5, 3 hours. Going on our motorway system.
Too, everything's off in these little alcoves and shit in different fucking town centers and postal codes and shit. It's crazy over there. It's not like over here we get spoiled with that grid, Alan. We do. It's fucking, you got if you got anything that's not the original 13 colonies, you get the township system and the grid system. It's really convenient. Like the streets are numbered from a downtown town center, and they go out. It's fucking cake. You know what I mean? Over there, it's nothing like that. My goodness gracious! You ever get over there, dude? One of these days, you got to get over it. I think you will sometime.
I am. At some point in time, I will get over there. It's been a pain in the ass trying to.
No, everybody. My Christmas is gonna be whatever. I got to pay my car insurance. That's gonna be the Christmas present. Man, that's what it is. But like, once you get over there, that's the thing you're gonna notice the most is just how fucking everything is just not laid out for car culture, and it's just complete culture shock, man. Like,
well, I mean, they took and started their civilization before fucking horse and buggy.
Oh yeah. I mean, they did what they had to do, but it's just that's the biggest culture shock. I mean, even the biggest freeway, you're only getting on the open road for like 15 minutes. You're right back in fucking traffic, bro.
I'd about to say we seen it with Monty Python. I mean, they had to have somebody in front of them with a coconut shell making the horse sounds even. So I mean,
Yep,
it's definitely not going to take it. I definitely not set up for no kind of car culture. That's the reason why they, over here we got cool shit like Chevelles and fucking Corvettes and big ass fucking trucks, and over there they've got little smart vehicles. So
yeah, you're not getting one of your trucks down one of us.
I know.
Oh yeah, you won't see no pickup trucks over there. When I was in Ireland in '99, that's the one thing I didn't see one pickup truck the entire time I was there.
I know the bad teeth is the mark of masculinity over there. Over here we got the fucking jacked up trucks. So
No. The amount of alcohol you consume is the mark of masculinity.
Yeah, it pretty much is how they judge your masculinity, your manliness, and how much fucking shit you can take. Yeah,
it's a joke. I know. Trust me. It's funny though, because if y'all had like the stuff that Beaky sent me, right? The fact that Beaky took and showed me those back roads and stuff, and I was like, bro, I don't. Even with a small car, you liable to smack. Into somebody head fucking on. Like I can only imagine the town centers and stuff like that where everything's been kind of built around and then the roads were planned.
Yes. It's ridiculous. We've got town centers that are being completely demolished now just so we can put like a Metrolink system in or put a new road in just so it goes round. Just so we can get a double lane, like a dual carriageway to go through the town centre. We're having to knock like 200-300-year-old buildings down.
Y'all need to take and do like some of the Caribbean islands and stuff like that. Y'all need to take and get a whole bunch of dredge silt and stuff like that, and create more land for your island. Expand out.
Well, we had crap loads of it. We were once the continent was once attached to us before they got cut off. When we had that nice little land bridge between us.
Yeah.
But then it got flooded.
Yeah.
So now the continent's all stranded on its own.
Kind of like the Bering Strait between us and between Alaska and Russia.
Yeah, pretty much. If we could retract that water just a few meters, that'll be a straight road again. Just walk straight over from the bottom of England over to France. And even to Germany, I think it went up to. It covered quite a large distance that I can't remember what it was called now. It had a name, obviously. People lived there. There was trees and forests and stuff. But yeah, now it's just water with a tunnel under it. Which I'm still not sure how we did, but we did it.
All right.
An amazing feat of technology, but don't know how it works.
Wait, what'd you do?
Tunneled under the sea for a train.
Oh,
so we can go from London to Paris without getting wet or using a boat.
When I was in Boston, they don't have the tunnel, but they got something similar kind of the Ted Williams tunnel. That's pretty badass. I really fuck with that. It was kind of cool. It's expensive. They spent billions on that thing, though.
I think that's where we rented the drill from. But we didn't buy the drill. We rented the drill. We were stupid. We weren't paying all that money for something that could break and we'd have to cost out again for it. So I think we rented the drill from U-Lot, actually. And then, bored our way underneath the English Channel. Which is, to say the least, a fucking achievement.
And it is. It's crazy.
Oh, these kids.
I mean, I've been on the Channel crossing train, and it is so quick. I didn't even realise that it would be that quick. I was thinking it would be...
Hello, Moto.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
Whose phone's that?
Diggy B's got a scam call coming in, or he's behind on his electric bill or some shit.
It's probably the missus saying, "Is food on? I'm on my way home."
Right. Put on the bread, you fuck. And he's like, all right, sweetie, I'm on it. Right. He's like, my slippers better be ready, motherfucker. He's like, all right, sweetie, I'm on it.
Nah, he'll just say I'm talking to Laz and he'll get away with it. For some reason, his wife seems to like me.
You're not talking to those goddamn Brits again, are you?
As long as he says my name, he's fine. I don't know how that works, because that's got to be the...
Yeah, you got to be deemed a nice guy. If you're deemed a nice guy, then the chicks don't give a fuck. If you're deemed a fucking asshole, then they don't like you.
I must have been deemed a nice guy then, because...
Yeah, once you're deemed a nice guy, bro, you get that nice guy reputation. And it's not bad once you're married. Once you're married, it's fine.
Well, the thing is, I don't understand why I've got the nice guy, because his wife swears more than I do, which is probably why I got the nice guy thing, because I swear less than she does.
Right.
So it's like, oh, he can't be that bad. He doesn't swear that much.
That's just how it is down there in that fucking region, bro. They swear a lot down there, down in the south.
Yeah, I've noticed that one. Sailors have nothing.
If you get a true Southerner with a proper accent, bro, fucking they got some funny ass sayings. That's the best thing about Southern culture and Appalachian and all that. They got some funny. You can listen to them fucking just crack jokes all day, and the way they say it's fucking hilarious.
I'm still waiting for my douche canoe T-shirt. See, even Twisted just put. Apparently, his wife actually quite likes.
You got a pleasant, relaxing voice. You got a pleasant, relaxing voice for the chicks, bro. It's you're not threatening, probably. Is
this the same voice that I hear when I have to click on my own channel every time, and I tell myself to shut up?
Oh yeah, you never like your own voice. You got that. Hey, listen, dude. Once you learn to like your own voice, bro, the fucking sky's the limit. You realize you got a sexy voice, bro. You fucking own that shit. And sex sells. Even you don't have to have sex with people to sell sex. You know what I mean? You can just sell the image, sell that gritty masculine Care Bear thing you got going here with the family man vibes and all that. Chicks like that stuff, bro. That's why you're fighting with the women out there. I'm telling you.
The gritty Care Bear. Where the fuck did that one just come from?
I'm high as fuck. I'm just making up shit. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Seriously, where did you get that one from?
No, it's kind of funny though. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, it just took me by surprise. I'll give you that one.
What has the Care Bear?
Gritty Care Bear.
Yeah, Care Bear with fucking mustache and gritty fucking even shaved in a couple days of shit.
Yeah, I haven't. I need to sort that out. I know. I need to shave it again.
Construction Care Bear or some shit, yeah. Working on the trains.
Which one's he? He's don't give a shit bear. That's what he is.
All right, fuck it, Bear.
He's fuck it, Bear.
Care Bears originated in my town, Cleveland.
Did they?
Yeah.
So we got you lot to fucking blame for that shit.
Oh, yeah. They used to have downtown back in the day, but when they used to do light displays, I mean, they still kind of do it, but it's not nothing like it was. They used to light up all the buildings. There's a movie called The Christmas Story. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but in that movie, when they're downtown, that's the downtown Cleveland. But they put all the Care Bears in all different buildings.
Wow. No, we don't have what? No. We don't get Care Bears. What do we get? We get fucking cows and bees. That's what we get. Fucking cows and bees.
Cows and bees for Christmas?
Just all year fucking round. And do you want to know who we get to blame for the bees? Abraham fucking Lincoln, that lanky piece of shit.
He's 6'5" wore a stove type hat, bro. That means he was like 6'8", 6'9". Probably fucking wore boots too. Motherfucker's probably 7 foot walking into the room. Oh
yeah, he was a big fucker, definitely.
Still the biggest, still the tallest president ever, and that was fucking 170 some years ago, man. It's crazy when you think about it. Most presidents are right about my height. They're right about 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", somewhere in there.
Well, he's one who came over and referred to Manchester as the worker bees. It's like, well, how insulting do you want to be? Just calling us all drones.
I've never studied Lincoln's travel abroad history. That's kind of fun. That's kind of cool, actually.
So he's referring to obviously the Industrial Revolution. We was huge in cotton in Manchester. So he referred to us because of the amount of cotton, the fact that we would refuse slave-picked cotton. He came over to see us, referred to us as worker bees. And to me, that's an insult because I ain't no fucking drone. But apparently, the city council thinks it's a good thing to call everyone who lives here a drone. So we've got bees everywhere now.
Okay.
I suppose it's a slight upgrade from a cow, but not much. Not much. And none of the cows were actually cow-coloured. They were all pink or yellow or flowery. It's just like, what on earth has this got to do with this city? And they throw them up all year round. So we've got Christmas-themed cows and Christmas-themed bees. And we had Halloween ones as well during Halloween. And it's just getting to the point where I'm sick of seeing the damn things. And I don't want to see another bee.
Buzzy, buzz, motherfucker, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. They said all the bees went away, but they never went away. I mean, if you Google number of bees, they never dropped. It did seem like there for a couple of years they went away. Because last year I had an infestation over there, I had to kill it. People are like, don't kill the bees. I'm like, fuck you. When am I supposed to go up there and get stung? I mean, I gotta kill them,
Well, relocate them.
I'd try if I could. It's fucking way up in the rafters and shit. There's no other way. There's no other way.
In that case, you gas them out and you get rid.
The decision's been made. I mean, I already did it. It was a while ago.
Can't go back now.
All right. And there's no bees in the winter, so I'm good on that. The pup ready to go outside. Okay. I hope everything came out okay for the doggo. Watch your dogs go to the bathroom. It's funny.
White rose everywhere. No, Graham. It's the red rose. We know the correct colour. Just a little bit of inter-country racism between us there. Don't worry.
No worries, bro. Anything inter-country over there in the inter-team and shit like that, we're never going to understand, so we'll just take your word for it and have fun, It's intercultures, there's only so much culture you can learn, dude. It's, I'm not going to expect, it'd be like me expecting you to know all the college football rivalries. There's no way, what I mean?
No. I know that they have rivalries, and I can name a couple of teams, but that's about it. No, red Graham. Lancashire. We're not getting into this because I know I'm right. And yeah, that's why we're not getting into it. It's so nice when you know you're right, isn't it? The War of the Roses was quite a few years ago, in case you're wondering, Joey.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But we still dig each other over it. We still dig each other over it, even now.
All right, so let's start planning this 2066 party for the 1000th anniversary of the Battle of Hastings. Now, if for those who don't know what we're talking about, I propose that when I go over to the UK next time, we go over to the Hastings area, whatever, we find a place where we great for a gathering in the year 2066. And I know many of you be thinking to yourself at this time, hey, Joey, I'm not going to be alive in the year 2066. Well, what will happen will be your share, like whatever money you put into the party, gets passed on to your kid or your fucking aunt or whoever the fuck you want, you designate. And then, but somebody shows up in your stead, with the picture of you for the party in 2066. This will also provide motivation for a lot of us to live well into our 80s and 90s for a future party. So we're gonna look this up and have some fun with it. I think it's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna be fucking 80. I'm gonna be in my mid-80s by that point.
How badass would it say? We've been playing this party for 50 years and you're in mid-80s, bro. It's fucking next level, right? That's the next level.
I already can't stand up without my knee going on me. How do you think I'm going to get to Hastings when I'm 80 odd?
You get probably by then bullet train, hopefully, right?
Well, I'm hoping my fucking hoverboard exists by then. They promised us that like 3 fucking years ago. Can hoverboard down there. Welcome back, EB, by the way. I did notice you just sneak in there at the bottom.
Yeah, wifey took and called. She's I had to take an order. I ordered some pizza for dinner. I was gonna take and cook some spaghetti, but she's like, I needed the noodles. I was like, so I'd called and asked, can you stop and get some noodles? She said, yeah. Then she messaged me. She's like, how much is in your account? Can you just fucking order? All right, cool.
Yeah. I literally just had spaghetti. You say that? I literally just had it like fucking while you were gone. I had it. That's funny. Isn't that every family has spaghetti? At least every working class family in the States always has spaghetti like once a week. It's what we do.
It's not just the States. Our night is tomorrow night.
Joey, is Ohio State playing Oregon in like a Big Ten championship or something like that?
I don't believe so. I believe it's Penn State and Oregon in the Big Ten championship.
Oh, I hope. Oh man, fuck. I don't know. Fuck you, Ohio State. God damn it! I'd love to take and see Ohio State beat Oregon.
Well, Ohio State could still beat Oregon in the the whatchamacallit.
In the playoffs. You see, it looks like Bama's gonna wind up sneaking back into the fucking playoffs.
What? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, with three losses.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I really like the playoffs just for the simple fact we got such better in-season games, dude. Like, these games are amazing, it's just fun to me.
Well, it's funny. I think it's 2025 Ohio State plays Texas, or 2026 they play Texas, like 2027. They in 2028 they play a home and away with Bama, and then the year after that they play a home and away with fucking Georgia. We've been needing to see shit like that.
Oh yeah, and you could do it, in this where you can lose a game or two. It's not going to be the end of the complete season. You just show up.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. It seems, NIL too has made it a lot more competitive. It really has. It's you just got you can basically buy a team and it's made it parity. You get parity kind of because it's almost like a salary cap when you think about it. Because people are going to go for the highest NIL deal, and if you got to top the next guy for this guy, so it's going to be around the same for sponsors, here or there. So it's good for college football for now. We'll see what they do with it. It's not sustainable NIL, limited NIL.
No, it's not sustainable at all. You're going to wind up having players getting more NIL money than their first NFL contracts, which is going to become an issue down the line. They're going to have to find a way to regulate this. Otherwise, it's going to be Katie bar the door on shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I think the players do need to get paid because they're making these institutions billions of dollars. But at the same point in time, you can't have it the wild, wild west of shit.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we put caps on some stuff over in the Premier League over here, so there's limits on spending, on how much you can give to certain players or how much a club can spend out on players.
Oh yeah, we got that in the National Football League.
We got that in the NFL, but in college, they got a hard cap. But in college, you can pay one single player $20 million to come to your fucking school if you want to.
So
crazy. In college, you can pay to win, but in the professionals, you can't.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you think
with
about
luxury taxes and stuff like that, they find ways to skirt around that stuff too. It's just what it is in college. You got these booster clubs, is what it is. You've got these alumni who have their booster clubs that wind up taking, and they pool a bunch of money together. And you've got independent businesses around the fucking area and the state too. So you might have this one big time, top recruit, and they'll take and be like, "Hey, we'll take and give you 10 million to come here," and another, 2 or 3 top recruits will give, they give each of them 7, 8, 9, $10 million, and then a couple of the smaller, recruits they'll take and give, businesses will be like, "Hey, you can get free this, or we'll give you this much money," and stuff like that. So it's creating some parity in that way. But the problem is you start to have these mega recruits that are what the guy that flipped to Michigan from what Ole Miss, I think is like 15 million for him, just him by himself. It's like, okay, we might have a problem here.
It's a little much.
Yeah,
it is the same problem we had because we were spending like 150, 200 million pounds on one player, just on one player.
Well, the NFL still kind of does. I mean, you got contracts that go into the $300 million range. I mean, Pat Mahomes got like a $450 million contract.
Oh,
but the thing with the NFL is it's a hard cap, so you got to cut salary here, do this and that. But they could prorate it and signing bonuses. There's tricks and shit they could do. But it's funny though, because like the Major League Baseball, you could spend whatever you want. But if you look historically over salaries, like there's been the more champions in Major League Baseball than there has been in the NFL. It's just
But it's crazy because in like Major League Baseball, you've got players getting like 10-year, $400 million contracts and stuff like that. And it's like, yo.
Yeah, but that's 40 million a year. That's a lot of money.
That's so much money. I figured out that Deshaun Watson, the guy we signed to a guaranteed contract, in one day after taxes, he makes more than I do after taxes an entire year. That's fucking mind-boggling. In one day, bro. And I make a decent amount of money, dude. I make $90,000 a year. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm fucking poor. And Jesus, man, this guy gets it one day. It's not cool.
Just to address Graham a minute, Graham. No, I don't have balls. I am not painting yellow. I'm painting gold. Gold's easier than fucking yellow. Yellow can go suck my balls. Just in case anyone wants to get into painting, don't use white. Don't use yellow. 2 worst fucking colours on the planet. Run it over. Go on, carry on. I could read chat while you were talking. It's a rarity for me. I actually read chat for a change.
Multitasking is not popular in the Midlands, is what he's saying.
I don't give a crap what's popular in the Midlands. As far as I know, sheep shagging is popular in the Midlands. That's why I don't go.
So the Midlands is y'all's Arkansas?
Kind of. Midlands and Wales. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, they make fun of the Welsh so much, the poor Wales guys, but I like the Wales guys. They get picked on all the time, poor guys.
Do you want to know why we take the piss out of them so much?
Why is that, buddy?
Because they've got such a melodic voice and they sound so nice and floaty and
hey, it's so friendly and shit. It's those areas, bro, like Northern Ireland and shit, all those areas, like even where Mick was at and where you took me and we all went. So nice and so fun, just so chill. It's it really is it's like how you remember, not how you remember, we've never been there, but like how you would think of England being, you know what I mean? I think for full disclosure, I didn't go into London. I never made it to there. So that might be a whole different world from what I've seen, what I've read. But yeah, up there, all Yorkshire was just really banger, and all throughout the other parts was really fun, man.
Well, if my plan would have gone through and we didn't get a lift over to Yorkshire, then I would have took you straight through Manchester city centre. And that would have been a different experience. That would have been more like London. You would have had spice heads asleep in the street. You would have had very unsavory people asking you for the time repeatedly, in rather aggressive manners. Special heroin sales spots at bus stops. It's great.
Not my first time dealing with heroin people before. I mean, I've made it through San Francisco and Seattle, bro. It's
yeah. But I was about to say, heroin sales spots and stuff like that at the bus stations. That's typical San Francisco, fucking Virginia Beach type shit right there.
Oh, dude, Alan, when I was we were in San Francisco back in 2001, and I had to see Haight-Ashbury. That's the fucking Grateful Dead, whatever capital. And I went there, got a couple pictures. This guy came up to me. He said, and he was very direct with this quote. He's like, "Give me $40 so I can buy some heroin." That was exactly what he said. It made me laugh. Fucking made me laugh. I was like, at least you get right to the point and give him anything.
Well,
Obviously,
it's funny because San Francisco. What gets me? I've told my wife I'd love to take her at some point to San Francisco, but that's before what's currently going on is going on in San Francisco.
Right. Haven't they legalized everything in San Francisco?
Pretty much, and it's there's a massive homeless.
The homeless problem in all of California is asinine, dude. It's ridiculous.
I know, but apparently it's pretty bad, like really bad in San Francisco.
The Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose area. Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Because it's one of the prettiest places in the U.S.
Isn't that where Golden Gate Bridge is?
Yes, yep. San Francisco is one of the more beautiful cities in the U.S. Like, even if you take and drive in on the Golden Gate Bridge while there's fog, like, it's still just some of the architecture, the houses, the way everything's set up, the way it's hilly and stuff like that. It's such a beautiful area. But the people there are a different breed. That's for sure.
when I was there in 01, it was. I mean, besides Haight-Ashbury, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all.
No, it was. I was there in 02, because I was doing A school for the Coast Guard in Petaluma, July of 02, and it was absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like I visited there 3 times, and I loved every trip there. I loved taking and going, especially to the ocean front there, taking and going to Fisherman's Wharf and stuff like that, and taking and getting the sourdough bread bowls with the
seals. You got the seals in the pier. Oh, that's fucking badass, bro.
With the clam chowder and the sourdough bread bowls and stuff like that. You just eat the chowder out in the bread bowls and dip it, and bro, it's such a beautiful. And the people there are so fucking nice. They were so fucking nice,
right? Legit,
and they're chill and everything like that. Like
California.
Right. Sorry,
but yeah, the people there are definitely like they've got they had a pop and red light district, to say the least. Like,
did you go to Chinatown? Chinatown was fun, man. I like Chinatown.
I didn't make it to Chinatown. I took and seen just about everything else. I think we took and went to the Golden Gate Bridge. We went to the windiest road there.
Lombard Street, yeah.
I
didn't get to go down Lombard Street. I missed Lombard Street. I missed the Full House. I didn't get to go to Alcatraz because Alcatraz has a fucking a year waiting list. It's ridiculous.
Haight-Ashbury, we took and went there, and then at nighttime we took and went to put the quarter in, and the thing comes up. There's a beautiful lady dancing. She may or may not have clothes, and normally the clothes seem to drop off the more you take and put the quarters in. So
you say right. So that's basically saying you went and watched a nudie dance.
Oh yeah. They had multiple clubs where it was like you took and walked in, and it's the first place I ever went to where it was like no clothes were required for the ladies.
Ooh.
A lot of times, clothes were optional for the men by the end of the evening. It seemed like
the best place for in terms of all nude was up in Alaska. It was still for me that Great Alaska Bush Company. There was full nude. There was no cover. Full bar, and that's how they should all be. Some of the strip clubs got weird rules. We was down in Georgia for some school and went to a strip club in South Carolina. And
did you say Alaska?
Yeah.
Nude up in Alaska, the place that's covered in fucking ice and snow.
They turn the heat on, bro. It's not like they're outside. They got heat up there. They know what they're doing.
You just said taking it. You just said something about a strip club in South Carolina, which means you probably took and went on the fucking Sea Scar night or something like that.
It was like right across the border.
Every night here.
I can't remember the name of the town, but it was right across the border. If imagine you're in Savannah, Georgia, and then drive to South Carolina.
Port Royal.
Probably something like that. And we had to bring our own beer. Like, they didn't even serve beer. You just brought your own beer.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that are like that around here.
Which is
gentlemen's club, you bring your own beer or your liquor, and half the ladies there have the cesarean scar from taking and having a third or fourth.
I still remember coming back to the basement. One buddy's like, "This car reeks like stripper," because everybody got lap dances. It was all perfumes and shit, Great.
Well, we have just come out of a strip club. What do you kind of expect?
I haven't fucking been to a strip club in forever, dude. It's been fucking 15 years for me. I mean, with Facebook, you don't really need it anymore, right? It's like, fucking, when we go to a strip club, when they fucking just be like, "Hey, send me some titties, baby." She's like, "All right, boom." Next thing you know.
Facebook, Instagram,
literally, like, I was It was funny, dude, because I was talking about one buddy earlier. I was like, man, these 90s, it's different than the 90s how it is now with the porn. Like nowadays, these kids with the porn, and they get a phone. I don't give a fuck how many parental controls you got on. In 2 seconds, you can fucking have people fucking on your phone in a video, like right there on demand, any body type you want. Back in the day, we had fucking magazines. Then there was, even with the internet, you had fucking maybe still pictures. If you want to do shit, you had to pay for it.
But when friend used to send you an email and it'll start loading from the top down, you'd be like, oh yeah, a lovely
place. We had cyber sex.
And it'll get just over halfway, and then a cock will turn up. You'd be like, whoa! Because it took that long to load up.
Right? Oh my goodness. All porn was a different breed, bro. All porn was a different breed, bro. I saw some gross shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Now you just put in search terms on a search term on fucking Google, go to image tab, and you don't even have to go to the site.
Right, you just turn off safe search. It's right there. It's great.
Yeah.
For all parents watching this program,
right, you better put up the rating.
This is what your kids are up to. Get the phone off them.
We're at least PG-13 right now. Maybe R. We've talked about hardcore pornography that tends to trend to R. So I think we're doing a rated.
Oh no, we're well and truly into the R-rated section.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I label mine purposely not for children, so don't worry. If any
label anything for children on fucking YouTube's a death sentence. You can't turn on comments. It's fucking garbage. I never do that. Never.
No, always label it not for kids.
I mean, some people complain about YouTube restricted mode. I'm like, why? Who uses that? You know what I mean? If they do, whatever. I mean, that's just not my type.
Well, all of my videos are labeled as not for kids, but as long as you don't mark it as adult only, you're fine.
Yeah, right. I'm not that after I've not marked it as fuck that. Because that's when they start asking you for age.
That's a death knell right there for sure.
Yeah, age restricted. I've only got one stream age restricted. That's the one I did called Fuck Clean Comedy, and the thumbnail literally had me flicking the camera off and it said fuck right in the thumbnail. So, I mean, that was kind of obvious they were going to do that. I was just pissed off about something. Oh, that was the week after I was at that. No, was that? I can't remember. I always get arguments with people about clean comedy. It's like, I don't need to say every other swear word fuck, but like, I want the option if I need to, because sometimes you just got to swear. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
To save my creativity, I'm not going to capitulate to some non-existent bullshit sponsors that don't care about me when I can grow an organic audience just being me, swearing when I want to. You know what I mean? That's why, whatever. I'll grow it at my pace. I have fun doing this. I have fun what I do. A lot of fun fucking people. We're continuing to grow. We're continuing to have fun until it's not fun anymore. If it's not fun, I won't be doing it. You know what I mean? It's really fucking fun. You learn a lot of shit on YouTube, dude. You do. I get some people on that guy on the other day was a doctor, fucking full-on medical doctor, smart as fucking tech. Guy yesterday or Saturday was a fucking dog musher. Who the fuck knows about dog? He invited us up there. We all go up the last kid shit. It's good times, man. Good times.
When are you getting Jordan Peterson on?
Jordan Peterson?
Jesse Peterson. Both of them would be hilarious for different.
I did have Chong on, and Chong was fucking Jordan Peterson's roommate, I think, when they were locked up, wasn't he? That's what he told us, so we'll have to apply it.
I don't think they were locked up at the same time, were they?
I bet you Jordan Peterson will be like, if you got $50,000, I'll be on your stupid show. So yeah, we'll see. You don't want to be in the types who are too into money, bro. The too into money type people are the ones you don't want to make friends with.
Well, that's why
you don't make friends who have enough money. Hey, let's meet up in here. Let's go meet up.
See, here's the thing, Joey. I love you to death, but do not get
Jordan or Jesse. Well, Jordan or Jesse.
Jesse, he's the black man, right? That takes and talks with people.
Yeah, little bald dude.
Yeah, no, have him on. I'd love to see a conversation with him. Jordan Peterson, I love that. I love watching that fucker on other people's stuff. I don't want to watch him and him taking psychoanalyze the fucking chat because we'd all be fucking crazy.
Right. I can see it now.
We are already crazy. We are already crazy. You don't see what I'm wearing on my head? What I'm fucking doing for a hobby? Yeah, we're nuts already. And YouTube fuckers
I gotta go get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty.
Get you something stiff, bro. A nice stiff one, man. You need a stiff one.
No, sir.
That is a brilliant one.
I don't really drink alcohol that much anymore. I need to take and go outside at some point and smoke on this joint that I've got, but I don't.
You need to normalize smoking the weed in front of your children, sir. They need to know that you're a stoner. They know.
They know.
They need to broadcast to their friends and shit. Because, dude, I guarantee you,
we live in a non-legal state. Taking and broadcasting it to their friends could take them out of the police at the house. So no.
You want to break make an omelet? You got to break a couple eggs, okay? Now listen, Nikki's friends think I'm cool as hell because I'm smoking weed and shit. They don't even know about the YouTube show yet, bro. Once this show breaks into the fucking high schools, forget about it. It's over. If you're popular with that fucking teenage group, bro, fucking forget about it. They throw money at you. You know what I mean? So I gotta make sure to where Nikki's at that point in her life to where she's fully secure about what all this entails. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of vibes that come with being a stoner family. You know what I mean? She's have to completely embrace it, and for that to go into like it is a Catholic institution. You know what I mean? So I would have to normalize that. In a couple years, we'll see where it's at. Once she graduates, boom. I mean, Jimmy's senior year, it's fucking full go. I mean, these kids will all be freshmen in high school, maybe like that. But that's when we expand operations. So he's coming in. Oh, it's Kim. Hold on 1 second.
Even my oldest two know that I
I've done determined I've got to take a new kind of content route as far as what I react to get a younger crowd, because I took and dove into my analytics earlier, and over 50% of my fucking of my audience is in the fucking nursing homes, senile as fucking dying. So
yep.
Like 54% of my audience is in the fucking is 50 and 50 and over, with the top percentage of them being 65 and fucking over. So they're all fucking dying off. No wonder why my shit ain't fucking growing.
Yep. Every time you get a new viewer, 3 of them have just been packed away into a box.
Right? It's fucking depressing.
It is. But at least you're looking at it in the perspective of that way. Because if you never looked at it that way, you wouldn't have even.
I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I've looked at my audience numbers in probably 6 months.
Wow, really?
Things have been so all over the place for me, content wise and motivation wise. Like in the last 6 months, like I've been motivated for the last 2 or 3 months. It's just taking and getting everything into a routine where I can do shit. So now that I know. Like I said, I've got a game plan going forward, but I've also got other stuff I'm looking at taking and doing. But that hopefully I can bring in that 25 to 45 crowd with the change I'm gonna be doing a little bit.
Well, there are many, many, many things you could broaden into.
I mean, it's not
this hobby, which I've mentioned a few times. The major demographic for this is, believe it or not, 25 to 45. Twisted being one of the few that have lasted longer than 45. He is a bit older than us. So there are some, but most of them are fit within that demographic. And them bricky videos that you can react to. If you're really feeling that desperate, you could always ask me up, but that'll just lose your subs rather than gain your subs. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen in real time. I know it works. So why I'm still sat at 151. I don't chase subs. I don't want to chase people. If you like me, then sub by all means. I'm not going to stop you.
I stopped chasing subs a long time ago, but you still got to have numbers to take and grow. So you're still growing. You know what I'm saying? You're not chasing subs, but you're growing.
I don't know. I've been stuck around the 150 mark for about a year now.
Really?
Yeah. I was at bouncing around 148 to 150 for about a year. I've only just in the last week, when I was talking to you earlier, realised that I've actually gone over the 150 mark. And that's 150 total, not 150k people. It's just 150 final number.
Which I haven't said it yet, but cheers to Allison in the chat. I just realized the chat's over there. Okay.
Yeah, my chat, I've got to say, I have one of the best chats in the world for one simple reason. They know that I don't look at them, so they just do it themselves.
They carry on about the day, eh?
Yeah, they just, knowing that, I look up and I'll say hello to Jack, who's, I don't think I've said hello, Jack, but hello, Jack, and well done for finding your dad's stash, because that would have been hidden well. Just to bring that one up in case Evie's wondering what the hell I'm on about. But yeah, my chat it's an amazing chat, because they don't interact with me directly. They interact with each other because I'm looking down most of the time, and I'll miss 90% of what Get says.
See, I can't. If I take and go live, I can't take and ignore the chat, because then somebody wants to start bitching in the fucking comment that I'm not paying attention to what the fuck's going on, and it's like, well, you know.
Well, that's the difference between how your live streams and obviously how I run my live streams. The whole point of mine is I'm supposed to be doing something, and that's taking my focus away from the screen. So if you're going to whinge at me for not looking at the screen, I can't paint if I'm looking at the screen. So,
well, ideally, in your situation, bro, you'd have, like this in this hypothetical world where we're all millionaire streamers and shit like that, you'd have somebody reading the comments to you aloud while you were painting, that kind of stuff, so you wouldn't have to look up, kind of deal. I mean, I could see that being the case. I know channels that do that, you know what I mean?
Did you hear that, Sparkles? Did you hear that up there? I'm supposed to have somebody reading the comments out to me. If you see a frying pan come just suddenly from this direction,
I'm gonna laugh when she comes when we take and see your head just all of a sudden, and you get lean back up with a fucking egg on the side of your head.
Egg? What do you mean an egg on the side of the head? I'm gonna have half my skull caved in. There's an axe in the way she's got to come into the room. It's close to hand. She's gonna walk past it, pick it up, and funk. That was me done. Cheeky.
Well then.
So yeah, I should really keep my mouth shut. No, Sparkles is an absolutely amazing woman, and she would never actually hit me. I hope.
So your woman, so your lady and my lady should never talk to each other. They'll give each other ideas.
Oh fuck no! Do you want to know my? Now that you said it, do you want to know probably my worst nightmare is? And I'm sorry about this, Ali, but it's to get EB's missus, Sparkles, and Ali in a conversation without us there.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, because as nice as my missus is, I mean she's really nice, very very well brought up Catholic lady, so no swearing, sits properly. Doesn't mean she can't badmouth me in a nice way.
Well, my wife doesn't. She swears, and she definitely has colorful language.
Oh yes, I have spoken to your missus. She has colorful language is one way of putting it. Swearing like an entire submarine's worth of sailors is another. She does just swear more than anybody else I know on the planet. Sorry,
and that's saying a lot because you've watched me play COD.
I've watched you play COD, and
and she's playing there too. So yeah, you did okay. Yeah,
I have a fair few friends who have, shall we say, colourful languages.
BC, what's up?
Merry Christmas, BC.
See, as somebody who's been through, hey, I gotta tell you something about Call of Duty and all these games, all language and the shit like that. As somebody who's been to a war zone, I can tell you we didn't really get to swear over there. They wouldn't let us because there's nothing going on, so they were kind of micromanaging us. So it wasn't like free talking. I can be like fuck, fucking fuck. Like how do it work now? At work now, you do whatever the hell I want. It's great. War vet is hero status in the VA, and I mean they love that shit. But back at the war, dude, it was nothing like that. It was kind of like church camp, if I'm being honest. A very, very church campy feel. Like really, really felt like church camp. And I know it's a weird correlation, but EB probably gets a little bit.
No, that makes sense because it goes to the whole military bearing aspect of everything.
Mm-hmm. And you got to think too. It was also during the Obama years, and when we were over there,
this camp stuff.
When we were over there, they repealed "Don't Ask, Don't Tell," right? And it was mandated that the whole act be read all 11 pages verbatim to everybody sitting there. So we had to sit there do 11 pages, fucking rigmarole. And I just got off night shift. I slept the whole time. I didn't hear one fucking word of that goddamn act being read. No way. There was no way. It was so boring. Like, I didn't care. Welcome to the party, gay guys, I guess. I don't care. It's not like if they weren't already there, we already knew who was gay. You know what I mean? They could just say they were gay now. It wasn't like this is a big difference.
No, the only thing anybody cared about and has ever cared about is whether or not they got your fucking back when it matters.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing that, that's the thing for me it's never made any sense. It's like, oh, you're gay, you can't serve. I'm like, bruh, look, as long as, they're not trying to take and, do anything untoward, which they're not going to, because then you lose your trust in them and they lose their trust in you and shit. Like, you don't have to take a worry about that 9 times out of 10, unless you're in the fucking Navy a lot of times, I think. So, but then it's mutual a lot of times, I think. So, because that's where you see more of that shit happening.
Lots of people locked up in a big metal tub for months on end. Do you have needs?
But that whole thing, well, hell, even aircraft carriers and destroyers and stuff like that, they're out for fucking months at a time. they'll be out for 2 months before they make port call anywhere. So,
and somewhere that small, there's only so many places you can nip off.
Yep. But my thing was always like, bro, this whole don't ask, don't tell is kind of overblown. Like, seriously, y'all gonna sit there and teach military tactics from the Greeks and from the Romans and shit like that? They had some of the most homoerotic bullshit going on in their fucking military ranks all fucking time. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Yeah, you didn't get much. To be quite honest, Greece was very, very much that way.
Yeah.
Very decadent in how Sparta. They did things. Oh yeah, Sparta. Well, they were all lovers in Sparta, weren't they? You went to war with your lover side by side, because if you were gonna fucking protect anyone, you're gonna protect them.
And they did this in Greece too, but they shaved the woman's on wedding nights they took and shaved the woman's head, so that way it was easier for the guy to transition.
Really?
Away from that. So, but that's very militaristic societies and stuff like that, and because they were taken and put into military service at such a young age, shit like that was encouraged for the simple fact of they figured you take and fight better. Next to the so in that context, it made sense.
Yeah, but not realizing that you took all your aggression out the night before, giving your lover a nice pounding.
Yeah.
That bit didn't enter the heads, which is rather amusing for me anyway. Because you'd want your fighters to be aggressive. You don't want them to be sleeping in bed next to the person who's going to relieve all that aggression the night before the battle.
That's very true.
Which is why a lot of sports players and stuff get banned by the managers. Like, no sex before the game. What do you mean? I want you to go out there and kill them, not have a nice happy night with your wife and then.
Now, the only sex that was going on in the war zone was one, if you're a married couple, or two, the special forces guys. Other than that, nobody else was getting laid. I mean, maybe there was some going on in the fridges. I mean, it wasn't hard to find a spot to fuck. I mean, if you really wanted to, but it was totally segregated by like gender. Like, here's the male dorms, here's the female dorms, or not really even dorms, little shacks, and they fucking made it work.
Did you actually listen to the conversation we've just had?
I did not.
The fact that it's all male dorms would actually play into the fact that people is getting some. That's the whole point of the conversation, is the fact that they were turning everyone gay. So protect your lover next to you, and you was more willing to fight. Because, well, they're there. You're going to take an arrow for that person.
And I actually don't know what happened. I mean, most of the time, it's like common sense with like gay people in regular life. I mean, gay people aren't out here trying to convert straight people. I mean,
and that's the other thing that's kind of fucking funny is all the hate, because it's like, bro, do you have like tendencies that you're trying to hide and you're afraid that type of shit would take and bringing it, because they're not trying to convert anybody whatsoever. Like, if you're on their radars because their gaydar is going off and you set it off.
Well, there's also, there's rules against sex, period, in the war, so you can't have no sex.
You just used the word gaydar on my channel.
Yes, I did.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Did you use it in correct context?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Carry on. I just wanted to make sure if you're going to use it, at least use it correctly. And I wasn't listening, so I wanted to make sure the context was right.
Yeah, you're right though. There ain't a whole lot of bound chicken wow going on in the in war zones.
No. Well, we shared a room with fucking 4 other guys. I mean, it's 2 be on shift, 2 be off shift, that kind of thing, and it'd be impossible. It was like quiet hours, 24 hours a day. Like, there's no, if you're listening to shit, you're putting in headphones. You know what I mean? It's not like you're blasting music and fucking barbecuing. We had barbecue. I think we didn't have barbecues, work or wherever, but like, it's not like, it's not like fucking Apocalypse Now and shit like that. It's just not how it was. I mean,
yeah.
And Human Centipede has not been brought out then to give you the encouragement to go that way.
Well, even the fucking parties are. I gotta tell you a story. Rest in peace, Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth. But we're there in 2011, and one of the groups that toured with the USO. The USO is the service organization that brings all the talent over there. And I worked with them because I was right there with the Army guys in Army USL coordinator was like right next to me where my office was. So we talked all the time. But when Smash Mouth was there, it was a no drink zone, so you couldn't drink, obviously. And dude, he had like fucking 8 coffees. He was like, "Any more coffee?" And he was just fucking spazzing out and shit. But even when they're playing the music, it's like, well, what do we do? There's no booze here, so we're just kind of sitting there like, yeah, it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you.
What can you do? You can beat off or drink coffee. There's nowhere to beat off, so go get me a coffee.
Oh yeah, fucking Sergeant Hawkins went and got that motherfucker like 3 coffees. He didn't touch one of them.
You want an extra cream in there? I can take 5 more minutes. Nope. Okay. Right. Let's see how this Maryland designed horse armor's turning out.
Oh, sure.
So I'm getting the gold and the black in. I've got the slight alternating colours down the back of the horse's armour. He's not doing too bad. He's not doing too bad.
Oh, that looks good. The fun part's going to be the red and black checkerboard looking bullshit they've got on their flag.
Oh, that red and white fucking stupid thing with the fucking half bollock cock thing.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not getting that. I'm just painting the fleur-de-lis on the back of his shield red and white.
There you go.
It can fuck right. When I did last week's stream and showed the models off that I got from York, I did a couple of test samples on what colours would work, and I came to the conclusion I am not good enough to freehand that stupid friggin' logo. So I'm just going to make sure the colours are represented, and that's it. As long as the colours are represented, I can get at least a little bit of the flag in. Then I'm going to be happy. Now, the last bit I'm leaving is this little plate here on his chest. Because if I'm going to try and attempt it anywhere, it's going to be there. And it's going to be a single one, half red, half white. If I'm going to attempt it anywhere on this model. Because other than that, it's just too small. It's just ridiculously small to be able to do that. Now, do I give him a big black pokey thing, or do I give him a shiny silver pokey thing? And no, I don't mean like that. You pair of dirty-minded people.
I was going to say...
you didn't mean that.
I was going to say, you're taking the pointy thing like pink or something.
Right.
Paint that flesh coloured right up to the end and just do a little purple bit at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
No. Don't forget.
Well,
Mini Arius is going to see this as well. So
the piece behind his hand, you take and put a plus and minus down to the bottom.
No, see, Mini Arius is going to see this as well, so I can't be doing that. No. No, this is one of the few things that I'm going to have to try my best to keep family friendly, which I'm going to struggle with anyway. But yeah, I've got to try and keep at least one thing I do on this channel family friendly. So it's going to be this one project. It's going to be my family friendly one. Why am I? Oh, lead belcher. That's why I want silver. Silver armor. And then I want gold still. I'm a dick. I still want gold. I've not finished the gold trim. Where's my 10-0? I now have a new smallest brush ever. That does have bristles on it. Somewhere.
Good Lord.
It's like my dick of brushes right there.
You lucky bastard.
Hey, it's double the size of some of the dicks in the chat.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing it's bigger than Ali's. Sorry, Ali, but you're the only person I can guarantee that was bigger than your dick. Have a good night, Ali.
Have a good
night, Ali.
Thank you very much for coming up and taking that small amount of abuse.
You have fun at work tomorrow, Ali.
Oh, yeah, Ali works, doesn't she? Yeah, have fun at work. I forgot Ali works. I don't even know if there's any paint on that brush.
Have a lovely evening.
Oh, I can't even see if there's any paint on this brush. I don't have no idea. I've just run it through the paint and what should have put paint on it, and nope. just nothing. Now, do we still have a Mr. Herbs in the chat? Because I don't believe I offered the link to him. However,
I would imagine so. Yeah, if you're out there, BC Herbs, and you want to come up and chat with us, bro, let us know in the chat right now, and in an affirmative way, Laz here will send you a link in a direct message.
Yeah, the affirmative way, like dickhead, do it now, and yeah, fair enough.
Hey, well, he might, if he's not here anymore, because sometimes he's got people over, or he's banging his wife or something like that,
Oh yeah. I suppose he might have something.
I've done that before. I've turned off the camera and banged the wife. I'm not gonna bang the wife on camera, bro. This is the porno hub. It's YouTube.
Did you have to tell us that? Because now every time you go blank on the camera, that's all we're going to be thinking.
I always tell you what I'm going to do when I leave the camera 100% of the time. So
yes, but how do we know that's actually what you're doing? Considering you're not going to tell us you're going to be banging your wife behind the camera.
Hey, in this world, bro, there's a lot. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of fucked up shit I do to make sure them trains run on time, bro. Trust what I tell you. At the end of the day, them trains running on fucking time, bro. Running on time.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. For those of
you
who joined late,
I don't know where the line came from, but I love it. I do a lot of fucked up shit to make sure the trains run on time.
Those trains, those run on time.
Still fucking run on I was thinking about getting like a picture in the background that says the trains are on time.
Lord have mercy.
Nope, not on this one. This is my channel. Lord does not come anywhere near my channel, and he does not have mercy for those who do.
Right. There's no mercy on this channel. This is a fucking dojo over here. There's no mercy at this dojo.
Yeah. It's your own fucking fault you come here. No.
Right.
If you stumbled here by accident, you can leave if you don't like it. If you do like it, hit that subscribe button and that like thing, then YouTube will actually think that I'm not a cunt.
Well, they're going to think that regardless. Just from
Well, no, they're going to think I am a cunt. That's a problem.
Right.
I've got to get YouTube to try and tell people that I'm not, and don't lie to them and shit.
I'm gonna get a hold of the YouTube computer and just hack it to fucking show.
Well, some of the biggest people on this platform though are a bunch of fucking cunts. So I mean, I don't really think being a cunt has anything to do with them not pushing you. Like you need to show them how much of a cunt you are, then they can actually push you.
No, because there's different levels of cunts. I'm the type of cunt who turns around and goes, "No, I don't want to fuck your kids." Whereas Mr. Beast is the one who turns around and goes, "Yeah, he will." And that's the difference. See?
Yeah.
Since Jimmy Savile died, he needed someone else, so they took on what P. Diddy, Mr. Beast, and pretty much half of Hollywood, just to take up the slack from Jimmy Savile.
How Mr. Beast is still fucking like. Everybody's like, oh, all this stuff's going to get him canceled. I'm like, I don't think you realize how big this motherfucker is. He pulls in more views on a single video than the network television channels do in a fucking month. So.
Oh, yeah, he's the cash cow that YouTube keep milking. Always.
Well, not only just him. I mean, they're just the ancillary videos complaining about Mr. Beast. All these commentary channels have 5-10 different Mr. Beast videos. I mean, it's a cow they just keep milking. I mean, YouTube is either one big scam or people complaining about the scam. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's like 5% of us who are actually out here entertaining, providing original and fun new content. Most of these people just regurgitating bullshit, dude. Total bullshit regurgitation. You know what I mean? No new takes on anything. You know, these commentary channels, they have 8 guys, they have the same fucking take. Nobody thinks outside the box. It's fucking horrible. It's trash TV. I don't like any of it, but, you know, it's the only platform we can really do this on that makes any money. So we just got to fucking have fun with it and hope for the best. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, we're having fun, right? We're having fun.
So all I heard out of all of that Joey said was, I need to start making brain rot fucking.
Well, actually, no. What I heard from that was, like, you're copying every fucker else, you need to do something different. So
you gotta have fun. That's the bottom line. You just gotta have fun with this. You do. You gotta have fun, bro. You do.
That's what I'm.
Well, you got to get famous. You got to get famous externally, because like no matter how many people interview,
fuck getting famous. I don't want to be famous.
I'm talking about if you want to make buku bucks, make this your job on YouTube, you got to get famous externally. I mean, somebody who is already famous from the fucking 90s, they're gonna have a leg up over me. I got no chance against somebody like that, you know. So I just got to have fun with it. You know, if I'm looking at it from a financial aspect, you know, I'm not going to sit out here and, you know, pretend and do fake shit if I don't feel like being on a stream. Bye. You know, it's just how it is. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and rot. I'm not gonna. I got certain threshold I want to uphold, certain standard I achieve. I want to achieve in my head. I'm not gonna provide bad product.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm not. No, but that's why I'll say we were having this conversation about my chat. My chat is quite capable of turning, and you didn't have to put the asterisks in the outside, and you could have put fuck. You could have swore in the word fuck if you wanted to in my chat. But that's partially why it's hey. It's partially why I'm here. I'm here to paint my minis, and anyone who wants to watch, regardless of your opinion, regardless of your creed, color, belief system, I don't give two craps. I just want to do the minis, and I want you to enjoy the minis. That's it. That's be all and end all of my entire channel. And then, if you wish to get upset, which I'm believe Jack is being
very facetious.
Yeah, he's playing along with the joke with us, which is wonderful. But if you get arsey and you don't like the fact that I'm going to take the piss out of anything, and so are my guests will go off on whatever tangent they want. Anything. I'm not going to stop them. Because if they're talking, then I can concentrate more on painting. And me just entertain all you.
I'm up here and not in the chat, so I can't I can't take take any of y'all and put you on timeout or nothing like that because you want to take a bitch or anything. So you have free reign. No, just playing.
Well, they don't because
I wouldn't do that anyways. But
you don't have a lot of people like.
I know, Drio, but hey.
It's like this too, bro. A lot of people say, "Why don't these guys read the chat?" Well, a lot of these motherfuckers can't read, bro. I mean, they're just pretending. I mean, it's they recognize the shapes of some letters and they know what they're saying, but a lot of these motherfuckers just can't read. So how do you read the chat? They can't even fucking read. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, how's Robert doing?
I don't know. I haven't seen that guy in a while.
Jack has the gist of things.
I just had the 30-minute warning, people, so I will only have 30 minutes-ish left on this stream. This model will not be finished in this stream or the next 6. So it will be an ongoing.
Your crowd does take and have, they got things nice taking and coming to your streams because you are chill and you paint and you do chit chat back and forth where you can. I ain't even gonna bullshit like
fuck your live streams, mate. Fuck them. Nope.
No. I ain't even gonna lie. Like that fucking the election stream and half the streams I do is just so I can flex my fucking ego a bit, and all I do is basically retard fucking easy bullshit that really I'm surprised it's still allowed on the fucking platform. So
as long as you don't, I mean, you can pretty much get away with anything on YouTube. That's why I laugh when people are like, "Oh, freedom of speech." Read the fucking terms. The terms aren't that bad. I mean, I just can't pull out a live gun. I mean, I can't do, I can't sacrifice animals, stupid shit like that. I mean, who does that? It's whatever.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Right, and if it's like this, if you're on a stream, consider yourself like you'd be in public. There's certain stuff you say in public. There's certain stuff you don't say in public.
I can't say the stuff I say in public on YouTube. I would actually get banned. There's a reason I play the character of Laz is so I don't have to do the words that would come out of my genuine mouth, which I would have the Rainbow Brigade literally kicking my door in.
These whole words I use. This latest pre-roll is called Sour Lemons. So I got sour lemons and peach cobbler. And AB, these things were fucking $70 for $50. That's a fucking deal, dude. It's less than $1 a pre-roll. I could sell these pre-rolls for the right person $5. I could sell them 3 for $10, still triple my money. You know what I mean? That's how it is up here, man. It's a great time to be in Ohio.
Bro, I need to make a trip to go see you.
Literally one time up to Michigan makes it pay for itself. You got to worry about certain states. I mean, Indiana, you probably have to worry about, but stuff like that. But even then, whatever, it's in your trunk. I mean, if you got kids with you, it's fucking always gonna get fucked. You know what I mean? It's beautiful.
I'm not gonna be taking the speeding. That's gonna be the speed limit. A 5 over or 5 under the whole fucking way.
Hey! I mean, you don't get even if you get pulled over. I mean, they don't need to know you're up there for that. You just be like, "Oh, I'm here to see my buddy."
Oh yeah,
gay sex convention or whatever the fuck you're up there for. Exactly.
Like it? No, I went and see a bunch of YouTube buddies of mine.
Just don't pull out a white
I can make a trip to Ohio now, and I could take and see Rod. I could see you. I could see Lep.
I think it's in your future. I think we can hook that up, man. I think we can even probably come down to you know Buddy, right? Buddy lives in like West Virginia-ish. I think we can make something happen down there. I've been meaning to reach out to him and see if he wanted to. And even if we go to rest area.
That's kind of a sideways trip for y'all, right? Because
no, I mean, just right down 77, right? I mean, for me to get to you, I'd have to go 77 regardless. I mean, that's the only way to, get to the East Coast down there.
I think I'd have to take like 26 to 75 or some shit like that, or 26 to.
You'd have to get to 77 at some point because that's the only way really up here from that way. I mean, like, unless you came all the way up from 95 and went to fucking through Pennsylvania, but that'd be a waste of your fucking time.
EB, are you typing? Because it sounds like some fucker's running across a desk.
Yeah. It's only an 11-hour trip. That's not too bad. That's how long? I could do a weekend fucking trip. I could take and leave I could leave like Thursday evening, take and get up there Friday morning, take and stay Friday and Saturday, and take and drive back midday Sunday, and I'd be back before my wife had to be back to work Monday morning.
At least you planned that over 2 days, Jesus. I thought you was going to plan that over 1 day. Then go, no, it's not too bad.
Fuck no.
Now the most I'll do on a 1 day, or the most I'll do on a same day is, I mean, I've done a 5 hour on the same day. I did the Baltimore once in the same day. That was a long fucking day.
Oh, I bet that was.
But so the most I'll do on the same day is probably about 3 hours, 3 or 4 maybe. Like Chicago's pushing it. I wouldn't do Chicago the same day. That's got to be an overnight. An overnight I'll do like 6 to 7 depending. And then if it's like a whole weekend, like I was about 9.5 to go see Squirrel up in Massachusetts. But most of the time a lot of times I'll fly too, like went to LA, we flew, stuff like that. So it all depends.
It's funny. My mom lives in Alabama. That's like a 12-hour ride from where I'm at. She's wanting to come up here for a week during the summertime. And she's like, yeah, we need to take and go to the beach. I said, Mama, I'm 40-something years old. I hate the fucking beach. I said, my kids don't like the beach either. The sand all gets in all your cracks and shit like that. I said, I grew up on the Gulf Coast, same as you, Mom. I said, I've seen the fucking water. I don't need to see it no fucking more. I said, I'd rather take and go to the mountains or something like that. She said, ooh, we could go up to Cherokee up there in North Carolina. It's only like an hour drive from Pigeon Forge. I said, you said Cherokee? She said, yeah. I said, they got a dispensary there.
Let's go.
My wife was like, I'm not concerned about no dispensary. I said, but that's you.
You might not be. But
I said, I might only be able to take and smoke it on the reservation, but we could get a fucking room on the reservation because Mama's talking about going to the fucking casino and it's on the reservation. So we go to the casino. You could go throw away money if you want to. I just take and go into I'll go to the pool and I go to the casino. Not casino, but I'll go to the dispensary and I'll take and enjoy my week. That's for damn sure.
Hey, if you were to do a complete trip, bro, and you wanted to make a fucking hustle, you'd go up by where Paul's at, by Buffalo. There's a Seneca Indian reservation up there.
Oh,
dude, they had entire cartons of, I mean, they rolled them themselves, but entire cartons of cigarettes, $9. And they had fucking stacks. And we're talking like, imagine a picture from World War II looking at the tanks. It was just fucking 3, 4, 5 pallets full of these fucking cigarettes just sitting right there. $9 a carton, dude. You bring the bitches down there, sell them for 30. You do the same thing with the weed, triple your money, even make your money. Oh, fuck, it's a great hustle, dude. It was funny because I was bullshitting with the bud tender when I was up in Michigan. And he was telling me about how many of his Ohio buddies did. He's like, the one guy comes up here and spends $15,000 on carts and brings them down. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys are. So I got nothing. If there's people out there doing that in the open, I got nothing to worry about with my little fucking 5 things to 2 friends deal I got going here.
Yeah, they're pumping out 45 fucking grand trips. It's like, no, well, we're just gonna let you through, mate. You're not the one we want.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like the price of carts there in fucking Michigan, I could. Here, it's like $100 for a fucking 1 gram cart if you take a bite from someone. Bro, I could clean the fuck up.
Did I get sick? It was 8 for $45 for the carts today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
like $6, $7 a cart, $8 a cart. I mean, you take that. I sell them for 20, so I triple my money almost. And you fucking bring them down there, probably sell them for $50 a cart down there.
No, are those 20 packs that you're paying what, $9 for?
Oh, the gummies I just bought, these fucking rocket bites I've been getting. Fucking, it was 18. No, it was 10 of them for $18. So you're talking less than for $2 for basically 1 pack.
Hasn't the fucking the weed economy there, like the legal weed economy there in Michigan, basically collapsed?
Oh, not at all. As far as I know,
no, I'm talking about on the pricing. Like, there's a lot of people.
Oh yeah. The price is bottomed out, dude. I mean, we were talking about that earlier because I used to pay like $40 for a card up there, and now the same card's $8. I mean, you're talking 90% cheaper in some areas. It's crazy, dude.
But it's part of it's because they've got an overabundance of supply, and Michigan's not taking and releasing the fucking licensing for new dispensaries and shit like that, which is a fucking issue.
Well, they're feeding all the Midwest. I mean, they're feeding fucking Ohio, they're feeding Indiana, they're feeding Illinois. Illinois prices are through the roof. I mean, so they know what they're doing. I mean, you go to the dispensary right over the border, it's fucking 80% Ohio cars, you know.
So that it's all export for them essentially. It's take it out and then bring it back in.
And that's probably not including what they probably sell out the back to the fucking black market too.
Oh, 100%. I mean, everybody, I know. I got 2-3 buddies who got fucking grows up in Michigan right now. I got buddies been begging me to come up there. He's like, hey, I'll do it. We'll give you a whole tour of the spot.
Yeah, Are you saying that there's a black market for cannabis?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I never knew that.
I mean, don't laugh when I say this. It will get to the point because full legalization is inevitable nationwide. It'll get to the point where weed's practically free. Like people be growing so much, like, hey, take some weed, you got too much, that kind of thing. Like, you ever been in one of those communities where everybody's got a garden and they produce things, fucking so much produce they can't give it away? That's how it's going to be with weed. You watch, dude. Trust.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons I've told the wife. Like she's talked about she wouldn't mind taking a trip and then moving, to see some of the places and then maybe move to somewhere like Michigan. I'm like, I'm all for it. I can grow 6 plants for me, and I can grow 6 plants for you, and I just take and smoke it all. I'm happy as a motherfucker.
Right.
Because there legally you can grow 6 plants per fucking adult.
We can do if you have two adults in the house in Ohio, you can go 12 plants total.
Yeah, it's the same way in Michigan. In Michigan, you just can't grow it out front for everybody to fucking see. It's got to be behind a fence, or it's got to be indoors.
Ohio's beautiful because like you just go up to Michigan and still flip it down here in Ohio. It's I don't know. It's nice because like I don't know. We get this weird libertarian utopia in Ohio. Like you can gamble, you can smoke weed, you can do whatever the fuck you want here. Pretty much, there's no real. You can conceal carry, you can open carry, I think too.
6 plants per adult is what you said, yeah.
Ohio is one of the weirdest states in the fucking union because you got half the people there that seem to be fucking Democrat as a motherfucker, and the other half seem to be Republican as a motherfucker. But they come together on a whole lot of shit.
No, we get along, especially with sports. We get along so much on sports in Ohio. You got a Browns game, you got a fucking Ohio State game, you're gonna get along.
Wifey's home. I'll be right back.
I was wondering why the dogs were going crazy.
These dogs going ape shit, bro. It's crazy.
Well,
yeah, but Ohio, it's weird. You guys would laugh at all the different random state laws we got in different states. It's fucking crazy. Like if you were to talk about beer laws, like liquor laws for one is a good example. You go to different states, and some states don't even sell it all on Sundays. Some will sell the whole day. Some will only sell in restaurants. Yeah, just random ass shit. It makes no sense. It's all left over from the religious days and shit.
We've got a bit of that. Certain places can't open for full days on a Sunday, but other places can if they're providing a service. So we've got corner shops where you can pay for your electricity, pay for bills and things like that are allowed to open late on a Sunday. But the big major supermarkets where you would actually get the most of your stuff from, no, they have to be shut by 4 o'clock on a Sunday. 10 till 4, that's how they're allowed to open. And it's ridiculous. Like black cabs, some of them are technically still supposed to have bales of hay in the back of in the boot of the car in case a police horse needs to be fed. I have not seen many police horses recently. In the past 10 years, I don't see that many police horses.
The only time we see police horses is downtown for an event, and they're usually just for show. They don't really need them, but they're funded by like donations from the community. Somebody like that keeps up the stables for free, that kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, we still have them, and might get pulled out for crowd control more than anything else. Mainly because people can't push a horse around as easily as they can push a wall of people. But ours get used for crowd control, but only in very specific circumstances. The amount of protests we've had over here, and they've still not been brought out.
Right. All right. On that note, brother, I am going to jump because I got to get a shower and get ready for this game. So I will see you around, Les. Have fun, brother.
No worries, man. Have a good game, and I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for joining me.
So we're gonna figure out how to fucking leave this bullshit here.
Well, first of all, I'll do that. There we go. That should help a little bit. And there we go. Oh, wow. Good evening, first of all, Kirsty. And you've got a police stable? Like, yards from, like, 10 minutes from your house? Really? Then again, you are down south, so you get them more than I do up here. It's much warmer down near you. Yeah, so we're the same. The Rio is pretty much just riot control. That's the only thing we use them for, and only small riots, believe it or not. Any big riots, they don't bring them out. It's weird as fuck. Oh, what's this going off at now? Right, that's nothing I want to be. I'm not paying for things like that. Some people can. I don't intend to. So let's have a look at Mr. Maryland Horsey so far. So that's the armor's looking reasonably good for the horse. I'm going to have to... Let's just get my magnifiers on it again. I've got a few... And get the paintbrush because I can't actually get my finger into point. So there's a few bits down the back here.
All right, homie, I got to hop out of here. I got to take and go to the store, and I got to go get some kerosene because it's supposed to get down to 19.
Okay, dude. No worries. Say hello to the wifey for me and the kids, and yeah, you go get yourself some kerosene to stay warm tonight.
Yeah, yeehaw. All right, homie. Appreciate you having me up, man.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, dude. Anytime you want to come up, I will happily have you up, as always, as you know.
Whenever I have the chance, I definitely try to. It's just getting that chance.
It is passing ships a lot of the time. We are passing ships in the night. It's a bit of a pain. Right, yeah. This is a pain. Basically, I'm going to drop you down and just close and leave. Okay?
Oh.
There you go. Drop down. You can just close the thing and boom. I'm back on my own. But I am only on 15 minutes left, so I'm not continuing too much more tonight. I've only got 15 minutes left of this stream to be able to continue. I'd like to thank Joey from Square Table Degenerates podcast. Please go check him out. He does some great interviews. And if you like to see an American's reaction to mostly British, but various other things as well, go check out EB, The Eclectic Beard. And if you want to see more from him, as I said, this is a completely random channel. I do have people up that have nothing to do with modeling, and they come up to just shoot the shit with me because we get on. So there we have the Maryland Doody and Bob started. So let's bring up the reference picture again if I can. Oh, where the fuck are you, you bugger? That one. Okay. Ugh. Not quite the right thing that I wanted, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, let's share that one. And we'll add it. So those are the colours for the Maryland flag. Let's just flip them over so I've got that down there. And you can see I've started for the black and yellow. It's not quite gone to plan. I may have to come in with a fine liner or deep breath, very deep breath, because I've just fucked up big time. Oh, I thought I had. No, it stayed on. Look, it stayed on. I thought that was going to have snapped off. No, it's his fucking hooves that have snapped off. And now my glasses have just fallen off. Where on earth have those two hooves just gone? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this on a very, very... Yeah, they do normally, Jack. Yeah, the horses normally have legs. And this double-sided tape that was supposed to hold said horse on top of my 1, 2, 3 block didn't. And when that horse hit the deck, I heard a scattering. And I thought it was going to be this part, which has already gone once. But I've managed to get that quite sturdy now with the thing, with a bit of glue. Problem is, now I've got to go find where... There's one. Now, the added bonus is they're all white. So there's one hoof. And this is the problem with resin over plastic. So in case anyone's wondering why it did that, it's because it's resin. It's not the plastic that I normally use with Games Workshop. This is much more fragile. So any droppage, especially something this small, if you drop it, it's breaking. You've got to be careful with it. I thought I was careful enough. I obviously wasn't. I'm going to have to definitely think of a way to keep that thing steady. In the meantime, however, now that I've come to the end of this, once I come off the stream, I will look for this properly. It should be salvageable. I've just got to make sure I can, because it's quite a clean break, which is nice. There doesn't seem to be any fragments that have come off. So what I've got to do now is check that I can see. There you go. You can see that there, and that joint, if I can make sure I get the glue right, dry fitted right, that should go back on very smoothly. I've just got to find that leg, because obviously you can tell that leg's a bit wonky if I put it on there. So I found the back leg, and I will look for the front leg once I've come off stream. I've got a rough idea where it is. I'm going to take that off the big pictures so it's not as bad and not there as much. So next time I'm going to hopefully have it fixed so the two legs have gone back on and it can stand up again. And this time I don't think I'll be trying to stick it to a 1, 2, 3 block. I think I'll just hold it in my hands. It's going to be a lot easier that way. Why is that gone up there again? I guess get rid of that so I can rethink. So we'll be cleaning up the gold and black trim next time, doing the armour for the actual knight, as well as picking out any pieces of red or gold that I want to put on there. That's going to be the only place where red and gold overlap. The shield is going to be red and white, which we'll probably work on the week after, as well as the cloth sections from the bottom of the horse. Let's show it this way, so it's not as easy to notice. So from the cloth sections at the bottom here are also going to be red and white, or at least it's going to be one of them. So the cloth's going to be probably red for the horse, and then a white cloak for the actual dude himself, and a red and white shield. Oh, I've just spotted something else that's gone. Oh, fuck's sake. I may end up just reordering one of these from Graham and say, here's the money, send me a new one, please. But thank you, everyone, for joining me. You have a good night, Jack. Thank you. And also to you too, Kirsty. Please enjoy the rest of your evening that you have available. Anyone who's come in here just towards the end, thank you for coming in to join me. If you want to go back and watch the 2 hours, that's fine. But if you just wanted to skip it back 20 minutes to see the fuck up, also fine. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you're into all that. Leave me lots of comments. Drive safe if you're driving or finishing work. And until then, yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday when we cover the Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol is on Wednesday. Good evening, Angie. Just in time for me to click the end broadcast thing. But yes, good night to everybody, and I'll see you on Wednesday.